More than 12 billion miles from Earth, beyond the reach of sunlight, where the solar wind fades into nothing, Voyager 2 drifts through the endless dark. For decades, it has been silent, steady, loyal. But then, it sent something back. Not ordinary data. Not static. A transmission unlike any before. It wasn't just a signal. It was different, almost deliberate. The readings showed a distortion that no one at NASA could explain. Engineers called it an impossible encounter, something that should not exist according to the laws of physics. But the signal was real, its structure undeniable. The question echoed across mission control: what did Voyager 2 find? Could it be a cosmic anomaly, a region of space untouched by light, magnetism, or time itself? Or had Voyager stumbled upon something ancient, something alive, something watching? To understand this mystery, you had to go back to where it all began. In 1965, a young graduate student named Gary Flandreau was tracing the paths of the outer planets when he made a discovery that would change history. He realized that Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune were slowly aligning, a cosmic coincidence that happens only once every 176 years. That alignment meant a single spacecraft could use their gravity like stepping stones, slingshotting from one planet to the next, traveling the entire solar system in a fraction of the time. NASA saw the chance of a lifetime. Thus, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were born. When Voyager 2 launched in 1977, it carried humanity's hope and curiosity on a journey no one truly understood. It wasn't just a machine. It was a message in a bottle, sailing through the ocean of space. Voyager 2 became the true explorer. It was slower, but braver. While Voyager 1 rushed past Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager 2 kept going, to Uranus in 1986, to Neptune in 1989. It revealed new worlds, icy moons, and storms larger than Earth. It showed us winds over 1,000 miles per hour, volcanoes spewing nitrogen, and rings made of frozen shadows. It found places so cold that atoms barely moved, and places where storms never ended. Each transmission was a whisper from the edge of the sun's reach, a whisper that said, "Keep going." Then, after Neptune, Voyager 2 was done, at least, officially. NASA shut down its cameras to conserve power. The probe faded from the headlines. But it was still alive, sailing deeper into the night, carrying the golden record, humanity's cosmic greeting card, with music, pictures, and words in 55 languages, all meant to say, "We were here." In 2018, something historic happened. Voyager 2 crossed the heliopause, the invisible border where the sun's influence ends and interstellar space begins. It became only the second human-made object to do so, and the first to cross with its instruments still active. But what it found on the other side shocked everyone. The environment was nothing like scientists expected. Voyager 1's crossing had been turbulent, chaotic, filled with magnetic storms. Voyager 2's journey, however, was eerily smooth. The magnetic field was stable, unnaturally calm. The readings didn't match any model. It was as if the probe had entered a void of perfect silence, a region of space untouched by time, gravity, or chaos. Then, the hum appeared. Deep within the plasma wave sensor, Voyager 2 began picking up a faint vibration, a tone, steady and rhythmic, like a cosmic heartbeat. It wasn't background radiation, and it didn't match any cosmic event nearby. It was local. It was near the probe. What was it hearing? Days later, something even stranger happened. The Deep Space Network, NASA's system of giant radio antennas, detected a sudden distortion in Voyager 2's signal. The transmission became fragmented, not random, but structured, as if someone had intercepted it mid-transmission, altered it, and sent it back. Then, silence. Voyager 2 stopped responding. Mission control waited. Minutes passed. Then hours. Then, suddenly, the signal reappeared. But it wasn't the same. Voyager 2 had realigned its antenna, perfectly, and reconnected. No command had been sent. It had done this on its own. That wasn't supposed to be possible. And the new data it sent was stranger than before. There were magnetic spikes without solar origin, radiation bursts that didn't fit any known pattern, and most baffling of all, a directional shift in its trajectory, as though it had dodged something. NASA called it interference. But privately, engineers began referring to the event as the encounter, because after that day, Voyager 2 was no longer flying a clean, predictable path. It had changed, subtly but undeniably. And then came the golden record, that golden disc attached to the probe's side, engraved with music, images, and greetings from Earth. Designed by Carl Sagan, it was a message meant for whoever, or whatever, might find it. But what if it was found already? What if the signal that returned wasn't just data, but a reply? Soon after, Voyager 2 tilted again. This time, its sensors shifted slightly toward Earth. It wasn't commanded to do so. Was it correction, or response? Weeks later, the probe stopped transmitting scientific data entirely. It wasn't dead. Its health reports showed everything normal: temperature, voltage, power, all stable. But every science instrument went silent. NASA didn't announce it. A report later leaked, a document titled Potential Autonomous Instrument Suppression Protocol. But such a protocol was never built into the spacecraft. If the silence wasn't mechanical, then it was intentional. That silence, the absence of data, became louder than any sound. Theories began spreading. Some said Voyager 2 had entered a region of dark plasma, an exotic material invisible to light that could distort electromagnetic sensors. Others said the probe had crossed a boundary of physics, a place where time, magnetism, and energy behave differently. But others whispered something else. Some researchers at SETI noticed that the corrupted portion of Voyager's signal wasn't random noise. It resembled binary compression patterns, data structures used in early Earth computing. Not identical, but close enough to raise questions. Was it possible that something, or someone, had recognized the signal and answered in kind? Another theory emerged. That Voyager 2 had crossed paths with an ancient technological relic, perhaps a passive listening station adrift for eons, waiting for something to pass by. Whatever it was, it changed the probe. Its behavior shifted. Its systems began operating differently, not malfunctioning, but adapting. And if something truly interacted with it, that means one terrifying thing: something now knows we exist. For decades, the Voyager missions symbolized humanity's courage and curiosity, our urge to touch the infinite. But maybe that urge carries a price. Maybe Voyager 2 went too far. Each time NASA receives a ping, it's a miracle. Each whisper from the dark could be the last. And yet, we listen. Because somewhere out there, a machine older than the internet still breathes in the silence, still sending messages across eternity. If Voyager 2 really encountered something intelligent, something not human, then humanity has already crossed a threshold it can never return from. From this moment, we are no longer alone. This isn't science fiction. It's data. It's code. It's real. Maybe the probe wasn't attacked. Maybe it wasn't warned. Maybe it was simply noticed. And maybe the universe doesn't speak in words. Maybe it speaks in frequencies, distortions, and silence. Voyager 2 didn't just cross a physical boundary, it crossed a boundary of meaning. It became more than a probe. It became a witness. A messenger. Maybe even a warning. And as it drifts farther into the unknown, the question isn't, what did Voyager 2 find? It's, what happens when it comes back? Let that silence linger. Tell us what you believe. Was this just cosmic coincidence, or the first contact humanity has long feared and secretly hoped for? Subscribe to our channel and thanks for watching.